Okay everyone, I welcome you today to my honorable channel. Today I'm very glad to have you here, and I'm also happy because after this tutorial we are all going to be making enough money for ourselves, right? So I've discovered another crazy strategy on volatility 25 index, which I feel I should post it, or I should bring to your notice so you also ride along and make money. So what are we going to do? I don't want the video to be that long, right? So first you just have to open your charts to the DERIV index. Please, if you don't have an account on DERIV, check the description section of this video. I'll leave a link. You can create an account, or you can also go to my channel. If you don't know how to create the account, I have a step-by-step guide. It will help you to fund your account, and then we'll be trading together, right? So this strategy is very simple. It comes with flexible rules. If you are able to stick to it and you are patient enough, trust me, you should be able to quit your job in less than 3 months of trading only this strategy. You see, one thing about trading is you don't have to be trading too much or so many assets. Just one strategy that works perfectly on one asset is enough. Even one profitable trade a day is enough to make you all the money that you desire in the financial market, right? So what are you going to do? Please, first let me give you a schematic view. You open your chart and then make sure you switch to the 5-minute time frame. So I call this strategy the early morning liquidity sweep strategy. So you mark the opening of the day, that's 12 o'clock a.m., right? 12 o'clock a.m., that's midnight. You mark it with a vertical line. So let's say this is where the day started, right? So from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock a.m., you mark 8 o'clock with another vertical line. Now what are you going to do? You are going to determine the high and low within this particular time frame, right? That's what we are going to work with. So right at after 8 o'clock, you mark the high and low within this time frame, and after you've marked it, we are going to wait for something before we take our trade. Please follow the video with rapt attention. I don't want you to follow along, right? So let's say in the course of waiting, price breaks the high that we mark, right? If price breaks it to the upside, what are we going to do? We are only going to wait for a change in market direction, locate an order block with fair value gap, and then we will sell to the downside. Am I making sense? Let's say price breaks after 8 o'clock, price breaks to the upside. It means we are going to look for opportunities to sell, and in the course of selling, we are only going to target 1:3 risk reward ratio. So if you are risking $10, you are only going to target $30 and you are out of the market. Please stick by the rules and don't be greedy. At least $30 or $20 a day is enough, right? Okay, it depends on what you want. To me, $30 a day is cool for even if I'm to win 3 times in a week, I'm done till the following week. And what if price don't break to the upside but it breaks to the downside, right? We'll be looking at where price will break first, right? So if it should break to the downside, we'll look for a change of character, right, or change in market direction to the upside, and then we'll locate an order block, because we will have to make sure that the change of character happens with displacement. When we talk of displacement, then I'm talking about a fair value gap, right? We'll take our entry from either the order block or the breaker block here, and then we will still target 1:3 risk reward ratio. I hope I'm making sense. So now let's go to the chart. Let me delete these guys and then we move on to the chart. Alright guys, so this is actually my chart, which I've already switched to the 5-minute time frame, right? You can see that here. So let's say if I was to take a trade today, this is how it would have gone. Just look at something. I made this analysis today and I was like, wow, this strategy is so crazy. So you go to settings, you just click any part of your screen, you just right click, you go to settings, you go to appearance, and then take this guy, session breaks, right? So once you activate session break, it will mark the opening of any new day for you. So today is I think Sunday 26th November, right? So this is today. So let's look at what I was talking about. So today opened here at 12 o'clock. You can see 00 there, right? So you take your vertical line here and then you mark 8 o'clock in the morning. So now this is how the rule goes. From this 12 o'clock to this 8 o'clock, you mark the high and low, right? So this is the high and also this is the low, right? So we'll be looking right after 8 o'clock AM. All we'll be waiting for is for price to either sweep or take or break either the down, the low, or the high. And look at what happened here. Price broke this high to the upside, right? So we'll only be looking for opportunities to sell, right? We'll be looking for opportunities to sell. Now look at something here. So when price break it, look at how price has been moving, right? Price has been moving like this, from this guy to this. You see, created a low here. This is the high that break it, right? Another one here, another one here, another one here, another high, and then boom, price change character, right? So let me delete it. So once price has changed character, or you see it in an uptrend, right? It's in an uptrend. So once price breaks this low here, if you don't know about change of character or shift in market structure and those ICT terms, you can drop comments in the description section and I'll make a separate video on it. So after price break this low, right, did it break with displacement? Yes, look at here, there's a fair value gap here, right? But look at the upside here, the extreme fair value gap. You see there's an order block here, right? You see 3 consecutive candles. And take note, when you are marking order blocks, right, when you are marking order blocks and they are consecutive like this, you don't have to mark only the first one, right? If you don't know about order blocks, you can also drop comments, right? So we mark all these guys as our order blocks, right? From this guy here, right, to the last one, they are all our order block. So how will we take this trade? You see, if we are to pick a trade here, put our stop loss here, the risk will be too wide. So I'll just pick my entry from 50% of the order block. I'm teaching you this because sometimes you think you have to go by the extreme one and price will not go there to pick you in. So you have to take note of this. So you put your sell limit order here, your stop loss right at the low, right? and then you target only 3. So this is okay, so 3 point blah 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 blah, right? I did this analysis just this morning. I had wanted to drop it into my billionaires club, but my network was so disturbing, and you see we would have been in massive profit. You know how these VIX guys pay, you see that, right? So let's go to another day. Let me back test about 4 or 3 times, and you see that this strategy, you can also go and back test on VIX25, and you realize, okay, so this is yesterday, right? This is yesterday. This 12 o'clock a.m. when the day started. So you just mark your 8 o'clock a.m. right? Yeah, so this 8 o'clock. Now you mark your high. So this is the high, right? This is the high, and also I think this is the low, right? This is the low. So all we will be doing is we will be waiting for price to either sweep liquidity or break either the high or the low. And look at what happened here. Price took liquidity to the downside. So what are we doing? This is the last higher low price left before coming down to break this guy, right? So you mark it and then wait for price to break it with bodies, signifying price want to go to the opposite direction, right? So we have our change of character here. Now what do we do? Look at something here. This is the demand, right? This is the demand from which price break this higher low, right? You see that? So we will be selling from this. So there's an order block here, but you can see 2 consecutive bearish candles. So we mark both of them as our order blocks. If you come down here, you will see there's nothing, like there's no displacement here, so you can't sell buy from here. But when we look at this section, you can see here there's a fair value gap, a tiny one, another one here. So we will be selling from these order blocks here, right? We'll be selling from these other blocks. You see this, it's not too wide, so you'll be selling at, we'll be buying right at the tip here. You see, this strategy works, guys. I'm not lying, it really works. You can also backtest it, and from tomorrow forward, me and my billionaire club members will be making crazy money. So your stop loss at the low of, always at the low of the order block, but because of this weak zone, I'll put my stop loss here, and then I'll target 3 RR, right? Only 3 times what I'm risking. Okay, I'm in 3.03. so you can see 3.03. so if you are risking $20 on this trade, it means you'll be getting $60 if it should play out, and it mostly plays out. Let's go and backtest on another day. And okay, so there's another day here. That's so this day is 3 days today, right? So I'll take my vertical line, and then I'll mark my 8 o'clock a.m. right? So this 8 o'clock a.m. right? Oh my god. So this 8 o'clock a.m. actually I'll mark my high of the day, which is here. This guy here is my high of the day, right? Okay. Oh my god, oh my god. I actually wanted to use the horizontal rule, but so my high of the day is here, and then let me just clone this and then I'll use it. and then my low of the day is also here, right? So look at what has happened. Let's look at what happened here and see if we would have been in the trade. So price took liquidity to the upside, right? So we are only looking for opportunities to sell, right? We are looking for selling opportunities. Before price took it, there was a significant low here, right? So as it took the liquidity, we'll be waiting for price to take out this low, but price couldn't take it, came down here and left us another low. So we'll be waiting on this low. Price has not come back, it went up again, break this guy, came down and give us another low here, right? As it was going, it also never came, right, and left another low. Now it took this low, price took this low with displacement. You can see that, right? It's as simple as ABCD. Just make sure you are going according to the rules, right? Make sure you are going according to the rules. Don't skip anything. Now as price took this low, was there any fair value gap? You can actually see the fair value gap, right? That's the displacement, meaning there's a selling momentum now loading. Now this blue guy right here is our order block. So it's an order block, a high probability order block with displacement, right? It's also another huge one. Look at what happened. So what will we do? For me, I'll just take my flip tool and then I'll just measure this guy here and take my short position at 50%, right? Sometimes it won't take you in, it happens, right? Just know that you're not going to win all the time, but if you follow the rules, guys, trust me, you are going to make money, right? My stop loss here, and then I'll target only 1:3. Okay, you see, even from this guy here to this is, I think, 5.6, right? But let's stick to the rules, okay? So I'll target 1:2. Okay, so this is 3.16, right? So you make 3 times the capital you invested in this trade and you are good to go. So guys, as you can see, okay, let me back test another one, and this actually going to be the last one, right? So we've had like, so if you were going by this rule in this week with this strategy I'm teaching, just look at how much you would have made. Remember, trading is 90% waiting and only 10% execution, right? So I'll take this, actually going to be the last back test, and we'll call it a day. We will meet another time. Okay, so this is my 8 o'clock. Let me calibrate my high of the day at that time. So this is my high, and then this is my low, right? But what did price do here? Let me open it, right? So price worked this guy, so we'll be looking for only sell opportunities. So before it worked, there was a low here, another one here, it never came back, right? It gave us another low here, this a reasonable low, because it took liquidity of this guy. So it left another low which it never came, went up, give us another low here, went up, came down, and then break this low, right? So once price broke this low, what are we going to do? This is our change of character, right? It pains me. Okay, we've gotten one buy. Okay, so this is our change of character with displacement. Look at, there's a fair value gap, there's also another one, and then there's an order block here. So all you got to do is to mark your order block here, right? So this the order block, right? You just have to mark the order block. You take your short position, right? You take your short position, all right, your stop loss right here, and then you target 3 RR. Okay, you target 3 RR, and you see, I don't think here you would have made it, right? Sometimes it won't go on as planned, right? So if your stop loss was wider a bit, right, you can see price came very close, right, came back here. So if your stop loss was so tight, it would have taken you out. But if it was a bit wider like this, don't forget the RR, it's always 1:3, okay, like this. Okay, so let's see if R3 RR, okay, then boom, this could have been a one trade for those that use wider stop loss. But if yours was so tight like this, oh my god, if yours was like this, you would have been taken aback. After all, trading is all about probabilities. It's a game of numbers. You don't have to win every trade, right? You just need a good strategy that plays out almost 60-70% of the time, or 50%. Let's say if you take 10 trades, you are able to win 5 out of 8 with 1:3 RR. Trust me, you are good to go. Just risk, like if you are risking just $50, or okay, only $10. I know how hard Ghana is, right? I'm actually a Ghanaian, so I know the dollar CD conversion. So if you are risking $10 on each trade per day, right? Let's say you take 10 trades and then you win 5, right? Trust me, that 5 is going to give you, I think, 30 times 5, which is around $150, right? So you subtract the 5 that you lose, which is $50, and you still make $100, which is not bad, right? So let's say in 2 weeks you made $100. The following day or the following week is also another. So you can go on and back test, guys. This strategy is very knocking. I've been observing it for quite a time, and there's something I've seen in it. So you can also go and back test before you start trading with real funds, right? Because anything can happen in the market. You see, this trade is still running, right? The first analysis, it's still running. It really paid me. I never posted this in my Billionaires Club platform. I'll also leave the link. It's on WhatsApp, so you can join and we'll all be trading together. See you another time. Please subscribe to the channel if this is your first time. See you another time with another incredible content. Bye bye.